Namaste, Vanakkam and a warm welcome to Sunday Sadhana, your favorite Hindu magazine program on SABC2. Language, dance and music have been important aspects of Hindu culture and tradition for thousands of years, threading through philosophy and maintaining a connection with the divine. Today on Sunday Sadhana, we join delegates at the 9th World Hindi Conference that was held in Johannesburg, explore the art of Kathak dance through Manesh Maharaj and pay tribute to Lord Muruga during this auspicious time of Kavadi with a soul-stirring rendition by Magan Balakisten. During the latter part of last year, South Africa hosted the 9th World Hindi Conference for the first time in Africa. The 3-day conference that was held at the Sandton Convention Centre in Johannesburg aimed to promote the Hindi language and widen its reach, especially among youth, opening up the possibilities of international cultural and commercial exchange. Sunday Sadhana caught up with the deliberations, the dignitaries and the delegates, both locally and abroad.
World Hindi Conference is one event which brings together people from literally all over the world, and they are able to not only discuss the substantive issues relating to the language, but are also able to discuss the challenges and difficulties which they might encounter in terms of teaching, in terms of promotion, in terms of carrying forward this strength.
I think this is one of the most important conferences globally. The reason being, this conference is held every 5 years, and so people all across the globe wait for this conference to happen, because this is not a feature which happens on a daily basis. I think one of the most important areas concerning this conference is that it gives an opportunity for the people who are associated with the Hindi literature or arts to come together.
The Indian diaspora now is spread literally all over the world, and we have estimates somewhere between 25 to 27 million Indian origin people live in different countries.
Hindi played a vital role even now in connecting people. So such kind of conferences always boost our morale. So people like me always look forward for this kind of a conference. The theme for this conference is related to Mahatma Gandhi, who is the crusader of our independence struggle. And that is the reason that most of the program in this conference are related to Gandhiji's ideology, most importantly talking about his peace movement.
It's called Gandhiji's Bhasha Drishti and Hindi Ka Sindar, because Mahatma Gandhi is a link, because Mahatma Gandhi, a father of nations, spent time here in South Africa.
So that's the theme. But apart from that, one of the objectives is to promote Hindi as a language and to also look for new avenues, how to make this language more vibrant and how to make this language much more prominent in the global scenario.
And also, in fact, there is a lot of interest amongst the foreigners also, always has been in trying to understand Indian culture, history, philosophy and languages.
Culture exchange is really important. So there is a good culture exchange. If I can do something as Japanese, maybe Japanese to Hindi, I will translate. Maybe Indian kids can read in Hindi Japanese famous book.
So I'm really glad that in this conference technology has been given a very prominent role in the entire conference, and that's how people from different parts of our country too have joined in together to present papers on information and technology.
And in fact, the famous saying, as you must have heard during the opening session and also during the plenary, in fact it's very commonly said that Gandhiji came to South Africa as a barrister, as a lawyer, and went back to India as a Mahatma.
So I am 100% sure that this kind of program would certainly influence our minds, our souls for a longer period of time.
Kathak, the ancient Indian art form of storytelling through dance, is one of the world's most cherished and loved classical dance forms. The rhythmic movement of hands and feet, the swirls and various facial expressions have enthralled generations while keeping our culture alive. Sunday Sadhana joined the Kana Darshan School of Kathak for their presentation of Kathakriti at the AVH in Chatsworth. The dance recital brought to life the works of world-renowned poets such as Tulsidas, Mirabai and Kabir Das.
From a very young age, I was introduced to music by my dad. Dance came by the way because I actually was not a dancer. I went to India to study music. But during my first month in Bombay, I attended a Kathak recital by my guru, Sushri Madhurita Sarang, who just left me spellbound after I saw her perform. Kathak comes from the word katha, which means story. And a Kathakar is a storyteller. So when we do expressional items or what we call abhinaya, we look for typical poets that showcase the spirituality in dance. That is why we look for, in Kathak, we especially use poets such as Tulsidas, Surdas, Mirabai, Kabir Das, to show exactly how these great sages propitiated the Lord. And through that medium, we use dance as a medium to convey the spirit of the God and convey that to our audience and share that with our audience through our art. Kathak is one of the 8 sanctioned classical dance forms of India, and it hails from the remote temples of northern India. It was initially practiced by a caste of Brahmin priests who were attached to temples, so it does have its roots in temples. And these Brahmin priests used to travel from village to village, enacting various episodes from the Hindu scriptures, such as the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and through their enactments and plays, they would try and enlighten the community as to what a righteous path of life should be, the way God intended for us to lead. It is a very highly stylized classical dance form that requires years of training and discipline, spreading the spirituality of Hinduism through dance. The 2 main salient features, I would say, is the intricate footwork, the demanding footwork that is showcased during a recital, as well as the multiple spins or chakkars that a Kathak dancer employs as he is dancing. So these 2 features distinguish the art form from any other art, I would say. The dancer basically adorns himself or herself to look, since we're telling stories of the gods and goddesses, the female dancer will always adorn herself. It's called Aharya Abhinay, to look like a female goddess. It's easier for her to express herself and for the audience to capture the spirit of the goddess. Similarly with the man, the makeup is rather elaborate, that he needs to look like it is portraying Lord Ram. He needs to look like Lord Ram, you know. So the face and all of that plays a lot of importance in dance. Dance is never just on the surface. It's always layers of meaning into it, and the audience needs to also be trained in that way to be able to pick up the nuances and the subtleties within the lines and sort of read in between the lines. Discipline and devotion to oneself and to the art is of the utmost importance. The dance form itself requires a lot of dedication and hard work. So this actually translates to every part of their life, be it in school or be it out of school as well. So the hard work that's required, they start using it in school as well, and they realize that without the hard work, they're not going to get anywhere, you know. So dance helps them achieve that goal, you know.
I started dancing from time I was 11, and from then it was just amazing. It was an amazing spiritual journey for me. Dancing to me became very spiritual within me.
I've learned that I can overcome anything if I do believe in it, and if I trust myself, then I can overcome any hurdle that comes towards me. It's not hard, I just have to work hard at it and put my mind to it. It helped me a lot in everything I do. It's been amazing.
Wow, what a powerful display of devotion through dance. As Sri Ramakrishna once said, if you must be mad, be it not for the things of the world, be mad with the love of God. We end today's program with a sacred rendition dedicated to Lord Muruga by Magan Balakisten. Enjoy the Kavadi season and keep up the sadhana. Mikka Nandri.
Muruga, 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 Kanda Muruga Varuvaye, Shanti Perave Aruvaye, Kanda Muruga Varuvaye, Shanti Perave அருள்வாயே கனவல்ல வாழ்ந்து சொல்வாயே கடைத்தேர் ஒரு பாதை அருள்வாயே கனவல்ல வாழ்ந்து சொல்வாயே கடைத்தேர் ஒரு பாதை அருள்வாயே கந்தா முருகா வருவாயே शांति पेरवे अरुवाये कंदा मुरुगा वरुवा